Well, ladies and gentlemen, the meeting of the Wadsworth Planning Commission will please come to order. First item on our agenda is public participation. I would note the only person in the audience is representing one of the items on our agenda, so I'll move on with the agenda. Next item is minutes of the June 29th meeting. I know there have been some corrections. Is there a motion to approve as corrected?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the minutes of the June 9th Planning Commission meeting as corrected.
I second.
Heard the motion and a second. All those in favor of the motion say aye.
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 Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. The minutes of the June 23rd meeting will be distributed at a future meeting.
Yeah, hopefully those will be ready at our next meeting.
Okay. Moving on, under old business is a planned unit development for Vance Farms PUD general plan. And I believe that's still on.
Yeah, we're going to leave that tabled. I do have a meeting tomorrow morning with the engineering department. I'm going to try and get an update as to where this stands. I believe the rough layout is about ready to go. It's not a whole lot different than what we saw a couple months ago. I believe what the holdup is we're working on with them to determine who's paying what in terms of some of these offsite improvements. Some of them are for the benefit of the developers, some of them are for the long-range benefit of the city. So we're working on how to distribute those costs and then how to, our share, how to collect that fee. So I'll try and get an update, and I hope to be back with this within the month and get it off our agenda.
We ought to have a motion to table this to a future meeting.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we table the matter before us on the Vance, on city lots 9850 and 10322, 10324, Hartman Road, Vance Farms PUD District.
Second.
Heard the motion and a second. All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Moving on to new business. Was condominium declaration plat, initial declaration for condominium association at 639 South Bay Drive in the R2 Residential District. Ryan Arth, applicant. Mr. Kaiser.
Okay, this declaration does create a new dwelling unit as well as common elements for a condo dwelling at 639 South Bay Drive. Now, it is the 11th unit to be declared in this entire project, but it's going to be the first unit in a new development. I think we've discussed in the past how under Ohio law, there's a certain period of time in which expandable condominiums have to build out. And if they don't do so by the end of that period, they have to create a new association. So that's what's going to happen here. The first 10 units that exist, and let me see if I can pull that up. Yeah, you can see it a little bit better here on this aerial. But there are 10 units that have already been created. They're part of the Bayberry Villas condos. This unit is going right here. It'll be the first unit in what's going to be called, I believe, the, what did we call it? What was it called? Silver Creek Commons condominium. This will have a total of 8 units. There will be 2 on this piece of land on the north side of South Bay Drive. This unit plus 2 here, 3 more there. That'll build out a second association. And then in the future, the rest of the site will develop under probably a third association. How that will be developed is yet to be determined. Probably not condominiums, probably more type of a cluster lot type development on a private street. So that's where we are now. So in addition to the creation of a new association for these 8 units, there's going to have to be a master association created as well. And that way, basically, all of the unit owners in Bayberry Villas, Silver Creek Commons and what's to be developed in the future, they'll all be members of this master association. And the job of that association, the master, will be to kind of maintain and repair elements that are used in common by all three facilities. In fact, one of the issues that needs to be resolved is that when the initial 10 units were declared for South Bay, all of the driveways that were constructed that you see on that map were actually tied to that first association. So it creates a problem in that they own that land, but the new units really don't have use or access to it. I think in your packet, I attached an email from the applicant as to how they're planning to address that. And that easement would be part of, or turned over to allow the master association and all the members of that to access these drives. And then that way, this 10-unit association is not responsible for maintenance or repair of, several hundred to 1,000 linear feet of private driveway. So anyhow, that's what's going to happen. The creation of the master association is going to remove some of this burden from the initial Bayberry Villas Association. But at this point in time, we haven't seen copies of the new HOA documents for Silver Creek or the master association. So I think Planning Commission's approval would be appropriate tonight. But I would recommend that the declaration not be signed or released for recording until such time as we do have the documents for Silver Creek condos as well as the master association. And that's really up to the applicant on their attorney, how quickly they're working on to get those documents. But they've obviously done some bit of research, so I think they're probably fairly well along. So with that in mind, I would recommend the Commission's approval of this declaration creates a new dwelling unit at 639 South Bay, subject to the three conditions as noted in the staff report. And basically, that's two of the three conditions are related to those HOA declaration documents. Once we get those in place, we'll be able to sign and release and get this established.
Commissions have any questions, Mr. Kaiser? No? If the applicant would like to address the Planning Commission? You don't have to. I guess my only question, are you familiar with the conditions in the staff report? Are they acceptable?
Yes, I did read them earlier today. Jeff sent them to me, and they're acceptable. We are already working on the declarations. I've seen a preliminary draft for the HOA, not for the master yet, but that's forthcoming very soon.
What is your name for the record?
My name is Ryan Arth, sorry.
And your address for the record?
Yeah. Our business address is 8506 Lake Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio, 44102.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, and I don't believe we have any more questions for you. All right, thank you very much. All right, we have a recommendation from staff. Your motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move that the Planning Commission approve the declaration creating a new dwelling unit at 939 South Bay Drive, subject to the three conditions laid out by staff.
Second.
You've heard the motion and the second. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Mr. Kaiser, is there any other business for us this evening?
For tonight, no. We do have, next meeting is scheduled for August 11th. We have at least one case, and I think maybe two more pending. So
Okay.
at this point, we will plan on meeting on August 11th.
August 11th. All right. Commissioners have anything else they'd like to
No,
bring
sir.
up? Your motion to adjourn?
Move we adjourn.
We are adjourned.
watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.